In this session, we'll work on line hierarchy. So we've already established our annotation line typology. So I go annotate, detail line, and I go through here and I have 1 through 6. 6 is the thickest line that I have. 6 is going to be used for the ground line. 5 is going to be used for section cut line. Section cut line, other than the ground line, is the thickest line. I'm going to work on it so you can see. Before I actually work on it, I like to turn off all the detailing so it becomes very clear. So I pick one of the dimension lines and I will isolate a hide category. So it hides it so I can focus on the line hierarchy. So detail line, I use line number 5, which is quite a thick line, and I begin to work. That's my section cut line. Section cut lines never cross each other and they don't go loose. Watch how it's worked. From there to there, every time I see a square or an intersection, I know I'm actually reaching it. Alright, so I've done one section. Notice how it does not cross and it does not go loose. Now I'm going to work on the next loop. Okay, so the next loop is right over here. Oops, I went a little bit too far. I can always yank it back. So line from here, there to here, alrighty, here it goes. Now I'm going to choose this area. I think I went over it twice, maybe not. Alrighty. You could also copy from the specific point to the specific point. And if you copy multiple, click multiple, it allows you to copy multiple times. Here you can actually see that the lines don't cross each other. They continuously make a loop. I'm going to come on up here. There. Again, I went too far. I'm going to move it, go back. You could also say extend to here. That makes it easier, however you prefer. So, back here, there, and the last section. Here you can see the volume inside is very, very clear. The volume inside is very, very clear. Section cut lines make a loop. You can see 1 loop, 2 loop, 3rd loop. Around each stud there's another loop. We have essentially done the basic floor plan. Now we're going to go to the window frame line. So I want to go quite thin. So I'm going to try that and see if that's thin enough. There we go. There we go. Because I have 2 lines representing the glass very close to each other, I'm going to use the same one. And I can put my glass smack in the middle, or I can put it offset, however you wish. I'm going to actually change this And I'm going to use the thinner line, which is that's the thinnest line that I have, which is right there. I want to offset my glass 1.5 inches. And I like to have it set on the interior. You could always set it smack in the middle. It's up to you how you would like to do it. It's a choice by you. So I'm going to annotate, smack in the middle, and I'm going to offset 1.5. I'm going to come back here and do the same thing. Annotate, and for some reason my first one didn't go in. I don't know why. Center, there we go. And I'm going to offset 1.2. There you go. Now I could have copied and pasted, and somehow I went too far here. So I'm going to trim, and it's hard to see that line. So I'm going to turn off the line hierarchy. So I'm going to trim against here, this one and that one. That's how I can trim. The rest of them look pretty clean and good. Turn the line hierarchy back on. You can see where the glass is. I'm going to use the window frame. I could use number 2 or number 1. I like to use number 1. So annotate, detail line. I'm going to use number 2 because I use number 2 on the other one. So it goes there. You could turn off again your line hierarchy if it's hard to see. You could copy and paste if you wish. There we go. Here it is. All right. Now my door, I want to quickly measure the door. My door is from there to there 3 feet. So I'm going to draw with a line hierarchy of 1, a 3-foot door, 3 feet. And then I'm going to draw an arc. So I have a choice of an arc, which I can start the beginning and the end, and it's 3 feet. There it is, okay? And once again, I want to do the floor frame. So I'm going to draw with number 2. There it is. There it is. Now, I'm going to look at the whole thing, but I want to turn off these lines. So I'm going to hide category, and I'm going to show my line hierarchy. Look how beautiful and clean the whole thing is. Let me review. Oops, I forgot to put the window frame over here. Detail line. Number 2 is fine. And there. All right. So what I essentially have, super thick line, number 5 that I chose for my section cut line. That shows my volume inside. Section cut lines never cross each other. They continuously go loop. They never go loose except in a cross section. And the lines after that, as they are detailed, they get thinner. As lines get closer, such as glass lines, they get thinner. As they get further away, they get thinner. As they're less important, like the door swing, they get thinner. We are done with the floor plan and the line hierarchy.